It's harder. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me.
Relax, chill. I know y'all seen the title. So just give me one quick second to explain myself. I'm not jumping to the Jake Paul's the greatest bandwagon or anything like that. I promise you I'm not. But just boxing fans, boxing community, hear me out. Hear me out for a second. And I know in the boxing community, every time you mention Jake Paul,
that's against the rules, brother.
I know the rules. I get it. I hear it day in and day out. But number one, before we get into this, hit the like button for me. I don't want to keep on working my day job, so y'all can help me out with that. So number one, can I start with a story time? Let's go.
Story time.
All right, so me and my good friend, we were having a conversation, and we were just, going through boxing ideas, different things for my podcast. With me being a new content creator, there's adversity that you have to get over. There's, fear factors and brain clogs and just things like that, figuring out who you want to be. So for me personally, at first I got maybe in my mind, I was getting caught up in the views. I'm going to chase the views. What has to be a hit? It has to be a hit every single time out. But then I came to the end of the conversation realizing it don't have to be a hit every single time out. The way that you grow this community and how we grow boxing is making a genuine connection with every single fan every single time out. So that had me start thinking, Floyd Mayweather, and why is he so relevant in the space that we are in today? But he's made that genuine connection time in and time out. He never has failed. Some guys hate him, some guys love him, but guess what? Hate is a connection. Love is that connection. So why am I talking about this? And the title is Jake Paul, whatever. I'm gonna show you.
The question is Floyd gonna come out of retirement
And fight Crawford?
And fight Crawford? I remember a statement he said if Terrence beat Spence, he'll come out of retirement. So
Wow.
This is right after Terrence Crawford wins dominantly against Errol Spence. So why are we talking about Floyd Mayweather and not Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence? But the thing about Floyd is he is the face of boxing. He always has been the face of boxing. Yeah, we've had guys like Canelo and Tank and Terrence Crawford. Yeah, they show up for the era, but we still can't get Floyd's name out of our mouth. So what does Jake Paul have to do with this? Jake Paul has a fight coming up this weekend. It's on ESPN. It's on SportsCenter. It's on all the big boxing channels. But a lot of guys, oh, well, he's not a fighter, Josh. He's not a fighter, BoxRep. I understand that. But the guy, he has taken professional bouts. But we not even here to get into all of that. Because to me, yeah, he may be a rookie, a novice. He's not on a championship tier level. He's not even in the same breath to be mentioned with a Floyd Mayweather, let alone barely a Tommy Fury. So, Josh, why are we talking about this? BoxRep, why are we talking about this? Well, the thing about this is boxers, promoters, we have to take note of the things that Jake Paul has done.
That's against the rules, brother.
I know. It sounds crazy, but hear me out. Why are we talking about Jake Paul? Yes, he's a rookie, but what? He has a major following. So that following has allowed him to do what? Follow in the footsteps of Floyd Mayweather. No, not with the skill. No, not with the years of experience, but with forming a connection at a time where we were in a dry spell. We were in a complete dry spell of boxing And we had guys like Jake Paul come to fill the shoes. The YouTubers, they came and they stepped up in a time where we weren't getting Jamal, Earl versus Terrence. Canelo was a bit active, but we wasn't getting the main fights that we wanted to see, that boxing fans and combat sports fans wanted to see. That's why they give us a bad rep. So that leaves and opens the door for guys like Jake Paul to slither in and make his name in boxing. And how do we know that he took the blueprint from Mayweather? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
The problem child is here. Logan's brother, Jake Paul.
That boy Floyd had them moves, boy. But seriously, Jake Paul showed face on WWE. He's shown face and done a lot of cameos with his star power. And I understand a lot of boxers may not have that star power to just flex just from the beginning. But hey, we have to start somewhere. You can't tell me that a Gervonta Tank Davis can't show up in a Lil Baby rap video. That's how you connect with the fans even more. I get Tank Davis is a household name, but you can always get bigger. Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, guys like that. We have to continue to cross and make these fighters mainstream. I hear guys like Sean Porter say it all the time. Sean Porter always mentions the fighters of old, they used to be on talk shows. The fighters of old, they used to be on this. The fighters of old used to have their own commercials. Shoot, I mean, you ain't got to get on Cheerios box, but get on a Wheaties, get on a Frosted Flakes box. Do something, please. Boxing needs you. The fighters of old used to do. I mean, look at Ali. Ali fought exhibitions. Floyd wasn't the first one, but Floyd is our modern day pioneer. Let's take another look at an example that these fighters can be doing that Jake Paul has been taking advantage of.
But in reality, there's no way Ortiz.
Oh my God, this motherfucker Jake Paul off the chain, cuz. This motherfucker's a whole nother level of the game. Go ahead, Jake.
You hear what Snoop said? This dude Jake Paul, he on a whole nother level of the game. Sometimes something like that is all it takes. A walkout with a robot. You seen what Floyd came out with was 50 Cent. But not only that, Floyd grew his brand beefing with 50. Don't y'all remember whenever Jake Paul and Floyd had this little beef going on? I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's fake. But guess what? Hate it or love it, it blew the numbers up even higher on both sides. Floyd stays relevant. Jake Paul stays relevant. These boxers today, we have to stay relevant if we're going to continue to push and grow this sport. I'm not saying put on clown shows and curse each other out at press conferences. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is go do the grassroots work in your hometown and your cities and, you know, neighboring cities. Let's go touch hands and let's grow your name. Get on local radio shows. Everybody want to touch a championship belt. But the thing about Jake Paul, he understands it. He took the blueprint of Floyd Mayweather and he copy and pasted. It's that simple. Let's show the next example. Now y'all remember this. Y'all remember this. This is literally last weekend. Everybody was talking about it. It had social media in an uproar. I'm talking about mainstream social media. If you don't realize, excuse me, if you don't realize Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, we witnessed Terrence Crawford go mainstream. Yes, because of his dominating win, but also because of the surrounding circumstances around it. And what was one of those surrounding circumstances? The press conferences was cool, but guess what?
Terrence Floyd fucking Crawford!
I seen that clip everywhere. Shade Room, Say Cheese, Baller Alert, ESPN, Sports Center, everywhere. So there's no reason, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm kind of playing one of my cards right now, but Shakur Stevenson needs to be, if he ever face Gervonta Davis, he need to be walking out to Drake. Straight up. So we may hate on Jake Paul, you may dislike Jake Paul, but you know what they always say, don't hate the player, hate the game, because Floyd's the one that blueprinted it all. He changed the game in a whole lot of ways. And Jake Paul, this weekend, as you see again, he just living off of the blueprint. Exciting fights. That's what we were missing. Over the last few years, that's exactly what we were missing, those exciting fights. Supply and demand. And the thing with boxing, they fell in love with the stardom. They fell in love with the viewership. They fell in love with the money. But the thing is, they forgot how to make the star. And forgetting how to make the star, they starved out their core fans for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So now you have UFC, you have YouTubers fighting, you have all these different things. So hate it or love it, Jake Paul's done right in his own way with his boxing career. Don't hate. Appreciate.
You should look good.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in to my next video. And we just gonna keep blowing BoxRepTv up bigger and bigger and bigger. I know y'all gonna go crazy in the comments, but come on, bring it. I'm with it. I just want to see boxing be great again. This year has been tremendous. We're finally understanding that it's not about the views. It's not about all the money. It's not about all the stardom. It's about giving the fans what they want to see. And when you give the fans what they want to see, that's how you grow the bigger fights. It's not about, oh, well, Errol Spence lost, so he's a bum fighter. No, we're killing that narrative. That narrative is done. Yeah, Errol Spence is 28-1 or 29-1 or whatever the case may be, but guess what? He's still a warrior. Lomachenko is still a warrior. Jermell Charlo is still a warrior. Canelo Alvarez is still a warrior. 50-0 is cool, but let's keep on getting it on. That's what boxing's about. That's what Sugar Ray Leonard was about. That's what Tommy Hearns was about. That's what Muhammad Ali was about. Getting it on till they can't get it on no more. So shout out to Errol Spence for taking that loss like a man. And you know what? He wants to bounce back. And we're going to make the next video a special message to Errol Spence. So y'all make sure y'all come back, tune in, and we are having a $100 giveaway starting next week. So y'all tap in with me, and guess what? I'm out.
You should look good.